real quick, real motherfucking fast, because we're going to get this out the way real quick. Listen, the shit, y'all specializing. Y'all so retarded, man. This is why I say people don't expand their consciousness. You know what I mean? Everybody talking about Hebrews, the originals, and all this other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because the shit wasn't changed that long ago. The shit wasn't changed that long ago. But that's a whole nother topic. What I'm here to get at is to help you help y'all understand how this shit really works. You understand? Let's just say we take a voyage to a whole new world from right here in America. We go over there and we discover new worlds. You think it's one person that came and did all that? Did the sales and all that? Like I said, it was fleets. And fleets of people. You understand? And y'all can go back to how the Mongolians built their army. Because they was taught by, you know what I'm saying, black samurai civilization type shit. But what I'm basically saying is everything, all right, we'll put it like this here for y'all understanding. Everything to me is west to east. Y'all think it's east to west. That's so funny. But I don't even think west is east. I think west is north Egypt. And I think east is south. But that's a whole nother subject. You know what I mean? Get in the comment box if you want to talk about that. But we getting at a Pacific diaspora. So with the Germans, just for example, when the Americans set up there and they took over and they so-called defeated Germany, right? They got their scientists, they got their people, they had to take care of all that shit. You understand? I think which probably leads to some kind of type of reparations and ceremonies and shit every year. And they so-called the Jews. But this is what I'm telling y'all. This is how war, you know what I'm saying, it acts. You know what I'm saying? All these people, these empires that you done seen over the years, they done took over some kind of land or whatever. What I'm telling y'all is this shit started with the border system and it started from west to east. You understand? So when you talk about Asiatic men or you talk about just presence of Carper people, indigenous people from this land over there, you understand? You got to understand we traveled to over there. You understand? And the shit, it just bothers me because people are so simple-minded. They think that a group of Jews is just some Pacific people. No, it goes back to what I just said about the Germans. When we took over land, coming from over here, we didn't take over land. Like I said, we brought gifts in abundance and everything. We brought so much gold, it made they fucking head spin. This is why we have the desert of Nevada. You understand? That so-called gold rush that we had back in the whatever slave days and shit, that was minimal to the gold that we... Listen, man, this place ran this shit. You understand? Even when it was together with Pangea, when all the continents was connected. You understand? But that's a whole nother subject. We're gonna stick to the subject. What I'm basically saying is, when the people who y'all call Jesus, who I believe was the feather serpent, what's his name? Quetzalcoatl. The Mexican people, they know what I'm talking about. Sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. But I believe this dude's story was depicted as being Jesus. You know what I'm saying? His first landing spot was Spain. His taking off point was the Caribbeans or either Florida. But the whole point I'm getting at is he didn't come by himself. He came with fleets. He came with knowledge. He came with maps and everything else. You know what I mean? And Spain, Portugal, specifically knows this. The port knows this. You understand? Y'all be looking at me crazy and think I'm be anti-Semitic. I'm not, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, it's funny because I was having a conversation. Like the just the Mason shit, for example. You got the black Masons can't join the white Masons. Why? To me, because the white Masons, it goes all the way back to when Egypt had white pharaohs. You understand? The white pharaohs wasn't in charge. The priests were, who were the black people who were going in to hide. You know what I mean? And controlling shit from the background. This is why ultimately I believe that black Freemasons of today cannot get into the white society order, because they cannot reveal their biggest secret is that they follow people who look just like you. It's funny. It's all about deceiving, man. But that's a whole nother topic. What I'm getting at is, it's a big talk going on around about Nick Cannon's anti-Semitic comments and all this other shit. Yes, he was right. He was right. But see, what y'all got to understand, these special group of Jew people that y'all call, who's still around today and still run what y'all call social society, you know what I'm saying? Look at your TikTok. Most of that shit is hip-hop oriented and all that other stuff. But these people, like I said, it was pockets of these people all around the world. Because like I told y'all in my last video, the 4 kings in y'all Bible in the Old Testament covered the whole 4 corners. They came with fleets. They left people. You have evidence of this when you talk about the Thuggies. The Thuggies over there in India. You understand? This is why Christopher Columbus sat up there and said, yeah, these are Indians, when he came to the New World. These special groups and pockets of people existed everywhere. Scotland, European, because when we came, we made sure we laid foundations. Where's the first college ever established on that side? It's in Portugal. If you're first to the first to the table, you would be privy to first information, knowledge. This is why everybody came down on Portugal and Spain. But see, Portugal, in Spain, they ultimately got back in bed with the French. You understand? And the French having control of them and wanting to be a part of the crown. You understand? This is how the South get taken over. But that's, like, once again, that's a whole nother subject. What the point that I am making here, when Nick Cannon said that, he wasn't talking about these particular people who y'all call Jews now. He's talking about people like me, indigenous people. Might sound hateful to you, might sound fucked up to you, but no, just think about it. Just think. We, this group of people over here in America, colored, carpet, have not been explained in these documents of history. He's just telling you an unknown. It's not history, it's a mystery. It's always been a mystery. Where did these special group of people come from? We came from right here. You know what I mean? Right here on this land, where everybody's trying to get to, when they got privy to those maps and stuff. But that's a whole nother subject. What I'm basically saying is, he wasn't talking about those Jews or who you think are Jews over there. He was talking about indigenous people of America. Us. Jews. Just like Hitler was saying. God's Jews. You understand? Just sit and think about it. Don't get angry at me or no shit like that. Just think about it, man. Think about it. Why would I go try to invade a country by myself or go visit a country by myself if I'm representing another country or a continent, whatever, however you see it? Because y'all looking at shit too small. Y'all look countries, states, and cities and all that shit. I think it was a lot bigger than that. That's why I tell people who all believe in the Caribbeans and the Haitians and all that other shit. And bro, that was a port. It was like a big ass Walmart. It's like a big ass Walmart. So it's funny when people sit up here and they try to get so in depth with their heart. Like, bro, you gotta have an overstanding of shit before you have an understanding. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just my way of thinking. But just to wrap this up, I wanted to let people know that Nick Cannon was talking about the original black people of this land. When you get your Aborigines in Russia, Scotland, Africa, fucking Australia, Aborigines to be a part of the original, y'all do your research. You don't believe me? Type in Dr. Dilbert. Dr. Dilbert. But I'm just venting because I see people getting ready to take that energy and run it to a whole different, you know what I'm saying, diaspora. And it doesn't, because this shit is simple, man. This shit is so simple. If you ever played Battleship or if you ever played checkers, if you haven't, go look at the rules. Or just go look at how the game's played. It's very easy. Then you will understand how simple this shit is. You understand? Everybody talk about Freemason. Listen, man. And it's getting so close. It's a special group of motherfuckers. Came back since the Egyptian so-called Russian age. The Greek mythology age and all that other shit. The motherfuckers is hiding. And they about to be brought to light. I wouldn't say be brought to light, but for the public, because it'd be too much. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like they rule and they control, that shit is over with. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? But John Horse, man, how are Grand Rising, man? I just wanted to straighten that part out. Because a lot of people think that the Jews are just some special people that God gave and they just dropped down somewhere in Africa. Like, bro, y'all tripping, bro. The Jews that y'all call are basically what y'all call Black Americans. We took voyages and shit like that over there. We left, you know what I'm saying, culture and everything over there. Let me ask y'all something. Where y'all think the Vikings and stuff get they boats and everything? Y'all take so much pride in your culture, but y'all don't look at the simple stuff. Where were those boats and shit made? They didn't make them. Go back to South Carolina and see where the best wood in the world at that time was, and who was the people who made the boats for the other side of the world. That shit is so funny to me, man. And y'all know this. They paint Jesus to be a poor person and all that stuff because they made him a martyr. But the dude was really a hero. You know what I mean? Y'all call him Jesus, but ain't no telling what his name was. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know how he moved, and it wasn't like no poor ass carpenter. He was a representative just like the president or something like that. And they knew that. You just ain't know nobody just getting famous, man. They knew what time it was. They knew who ran the world. But yeah, go look at the feather serpent and Jesus story. They very similar. But a lot of that stuff, like, yeah, just go look at the basic stuff. Iron and fucking oils and shit like that. Like, especially the boats. Because America had the best trees in the fucking world at that time. And that's what the boats was made out of. I try to tell y'all, man, y'all got to go. It's like I said, it's always been about money. The law of the land and the law of the sea. Check both of those out. And once you see that they have been around since the barter system, you will know that you've been lied to about everything. You will know that you've been lied to about everything. Because this system is documented. This system goes back centuries. And this system is still present and it's still used today. But it's used backwards. Instead of helping, it's used for hurting. Get the magic words? But I just got an opinion, man. This John Horse, man. I just wanted to set some things straight and say what I had to say. But that's my opinion on what everybody's talking about with Nick Cannon's anti-Semitic and all that other shit. Bro, I'm waiting on y'all to catch up. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on y'all to catch up. I know everybody don't come from Africa. I done said enough. So now everybody's getting peaks and pockets and you're starting to see this shit is starting to reverse. But you got this special group of people who I shall name the Moors, Spanish Moors, aka black people. You know what I'm saying? The underbed to Russia and the ending of Egypt. I'll just simply say this. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to hit the reset button and trying to revitalize that pride shit. You know what I mean? But guess what? The Kundalini, if you still with me, is upside down. Y'all go get your Kundalini and turn it upside down and see if it makes a little bit more sense. It's just me. Like I say, I'm not the authority on that subject. I just feel like it's upside down. But John Horse, man, I just wanted to speak a little bit. How war, grand rising, grand night. Y'all be easy. Love all y'all unconditionally.